Gulnara Karimova, close friend of Bill and Hillary Clinton and the robber baron daughter of a former Uzbekistan dictator who literally boiled his political opponents alive, is set to lose her property empire as anti-corruption investigators try to seize her assets. After the Clintons were done palling around with Karimova, President Trump took a big step to stop the corruption. Many watching have probably seen President Trump's executive order back from December of 2017, where he says that he will block the assets of corrupt actors across the globe. Gulnara Karimova was specifically called out as one of these main corrupt actors that the president is trying to stop. More on the Clintons' ties to Karimova. Gulnara Karimova, daughter of the Uzbek dictator who allegedly boils his political opponents alive, was cited as the single most hated person in the country. Karimova's solution, revealed in a message from the State Department to the CIA, was to acquaint herself with Bill Clinton in order to gain favor with Hillary Clinton. The process began with Karimova hosting a Clinton Foundation fundraiser in Monaco. She posed for photographs with Bill Clinton that prompted media reports describing her as a friend of the former president. Although Karimova was placed under sustained house arrest before the effects of her Clinton connection could be known, the incident can be seen as a rare example in which parties openly acknowledged, quote, what so many foreign oligarchs and interested investors already know, that access to the Clintons can be used by outsiders as a tool to boost their own fortunes. Gulnara had other celebrity friends as well. Here she is pictured with Elton John. And here she is again with Nathaniel Rothschild. So Karimova tried recruiting the Clintons to help fix her public image. Karimova's also been accused of gathering £661 million in bribes while her father led Uzbekistan. Now, this is the latest news from today, January 27th, 2020. Robber baron daughter of former Uzbekistan dictator set to lose her property empire as anti-corruption investigators try to seize her assets. Karimova is linked to 3 British properties. Other assets include an £8 million property in Mayfair. The daughter of a former Uzbekistan dictator is set to lose her vast property empire as anti-corruption investigators attempt to seize her assets. Gulnara Karimova, 47 years old, is believed to own a series of impressive British properties which anti-corruption investigators have been attempting to seize. This includes a £30 million manor in the Wentworth Estate gated community in Surrey, which was bought for £18 million in 2010. Karimova has been accused of accumulating more than £661 million in bribes while her father led Uzbekistan between 1991 and 2016. The Uzbek princess was sentenced to 5 years in jail in 2015 for promoting a criminal gang. Karimova then received an additional 5 years for embezzlement and extortion in 2017. This was later commuted to house arrest. Karimova was then allegedly jailed last March after she reportedly breached the terms of her house arrest when she left her flat on numerous occasions and accessed the internet. The Serious Fraud Office revealed in 2018 that it hoped to recover British property linked to the glamorous Uzbek princess, but it did not say what these assets included. Now, an announcement made by the SFO has revealed investigators believe she purchased 3 properties in Britain. Back in July of 2017, state prosecutors in Uzbekistan revealed that they were seeking to freeze Karimova's alleged assets in Britain, Ireland, Switzerland, Sweden, France, Latvia, Malta, Germany, Spain, Russia, Hong Kong, and the United Arab Emirates. These included London properties then believed to be worth £22.9 million and £4.2 million in British bank accounts. The former Uzbek first daughter was previously set to replace her father as leader of the corruption-ridden country. once the richest and most powerful woman in the region, as well as a diplomat, pop singer, catwalk model, mobile phone mogul, and in her own words, an exotic Uzbekistan beauty. She was seen as the most hated woman in her homeland. Her cotton and gas-rich country became known as Corruptistan, and her nepotistic father indulged her whims before finally turning on her as he became senile. Harvard MBA, owner of scores of businesses, martial arts black belt, fluent in 4 languages, professional jewelry designer, poet, and performer of a #1 hit pop single, she was accused in July 2017 of fraudulently acquiring assets worth £455 million and received £664 million in kickbacks paid into offshore accounts. The total value of her alleged theft from the people of Uzbekistan was put at more than $2 billion. Another recent article from earlier this month also mentions that Gulnara Karamova's Swiss mansion is being searched for precious art objects. In December of 2013, a group of exiled Uzbek dissidents broke into Karamova's property and published images of items allegedly taken from the Uzbek National Museum. Works of art, gold and silver trinkets, jewelry, and an 18th century jewel-encrusted Quran were among the items that the group filmed in the property, which Karamova purchased in 2009 for 18 million Swiss francs, about $20 million US. Uzbek authorities say that overall, some 985 artifacts worth about $33.5 million may be located in houses belonging to Karamova in various countries. Another article expands a bit further on Clinton's ties to Karamova. Gulnara Karamova considered Bill Clinton among her friends after she co-sponsored a June 2012 Clinton Foundation fundraiser in Monaco. According to a July 2009 cable from the U.S. Embassy in Tashkent, she was hoping that a connection with him will allow her to establish good relations with the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. As another cable explained, most Uzbeks see Karamova as a greedy, power-hungry individual who uses her father to crush business people or anyone else who stands in her way. She remains the single most hated person in the country. Again, President Trump has already taken actions to stop the corruption of these Clinton cronies. Karamova was specifically mentioned in his executive order back from December of 2017. Just recapping some of the key parts of that order back from December of 2017. At the time, they were saying, quote, "The United States is taking a strong stand against human rights abuse and corruption globally by shutting these bad actors out of the U.S. financial system. Treasury is freezing their assets and publicly denouncing the egregious acts they've committed, sending a message that there is a steep price to pay for their misdeeds. At the direction of President Trump, Treasury and our interagency partners will continue to take decisive and impactful actions to hold accountable those who abuse human rights, perpetuate corruption, and undermine American ideals." As a result of these actions, all of the assets within the U.S. jurisdiction of the individuals and entities included in the annex to the order or designated by the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control are blocked, and U.S. persons are generally prohibited from engaging in transactions with them. Further details on these designations are included below, and they specifically name Gulnara Karamova in the annex to that order. Gulnara Karamova, daughter of the former Uzbekistan leader, headed a powerful organized crime syndicate that leveraged state actors to expropriate business, monopolize markets, solicit bribes, and administer extortion rackets. In July of 2017, the Uzbek Prosecutor General's office charged Kerimova with directly abetting the criminal activities of an organized crime group whose assets were worth over $1.3 billion. Kerimova was also charged with hiding foreign currency through various means, including the receipt of payoffs in the accounts of offshore companies controlled by an organized criminal group, the illegal sale of radio frequencies and land parcels, siphoning off state funds through fraudulent dividend payments and stock sales, the illegal removal of cash, the non-collection of currency earnings, and the import of goods at inflated prices. Kerimova was also found guilty of embezzlement of state funds, theft, tax evasion, and concealment of documents. Kerimova laundered the proceeds of corruption back to her own accounts through a complex network of subsidiary companies and segregated portfolio funds. Kerimova's targeting of successful businesses to maximize her gains and enrich herself, in some cases, destroyed Uzbek competitors. Due in part to Kerimova's corrupt activities in the telecom sector alone, Uzbeks paid some of the highest rates in the world for cellular service. So President Trump took this major step to stop this global corruption, directly calling out Kerimova back in December of 2017. Since then, a lot of big updates in the same case. Now, Uzbek authorities are going further in going after her properties in other countries as well. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think. If you could give this video a thumbs up, that's greatly appreciated, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Also, down in the video description are links to my Patreon or PayPal accounts. Either link, you can support this channel directly. Even a few dollars makes a huge difference. Helps me keep talking about these issues. Patreon.com/realityreader or paypal.me/realityreader. I will follow up soon. Thanks again.